Today, 29 September 2021. Today we have already explained 8 Dhamma talk. Today 9 Dhamma talk. Now we reach to Vipassana meditation. Samatha and Vipassana. We are still continue to explain under the Noble Eightfold Path. Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Morality, concentration, and wisdom. Today we are going to explain how to practice Rūpa meditation. Before we start our talk, let's pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. I will translate this Namo Tassa Katha into Myanmar language. Can listen mindfully and respectfully the qualities of the Buddha. Arahato Tathāṅgāya Kilesa Yandudoma Kindo Muddhapa Vitado. Arahato Tathāṅgāya Kilesa Yandudogo Aundomu Naindomu Dadomu Dapa Vitado. Arahato Luminamin Vyamamendo I Ludam Vaya Vyasi Libya Nindagwa Ayo Ade Pyujin Aliyamya Pyujin Miwe Jen Singachen Ango Ata Pyujin Dugo Kando Muddhapa Vitado. Arahato Segwaya Ayanai Go Amuya No Amuya Say Amuya Dupchen Makaumu Mandamya Go Pyudo Mamu Dapa Vitado. Yodo Mamu Dapa Vitado. Jansiro Mamu Dapa Vitado. Bhagavato Esariya Dhamma Yasa Siri Kama Vyeda Midwen Pono Chauli Ne Byezono Muddhapa Vitado. Samma Sambuddhassa Dukkha Sajja Samudaya Sajja Magga Sajja Nirodha Sajja Husvado Vissa Liba Dugo Kodo Dandale Tu Twin Yue Dimindo Muddhapa Vitado. Tassa Dadi Sassa Logarandali Mundai Wile Yue Maya Yosa Daingedo Kain Kando Dadi Gonili Bizondo Muddhapa Vitado. To Bono Chauba the Ken the Vinu Myaswa Paya Amaga Tiaho Bogo Tiana Bogo Chija Gondo Yona Napsya Akanda Go Dunga Dhammo Ajanodo A Namo Tiaho Diana Biangwa Yue Andare Kenjin Holo Do Diado Mye Arahat Tapu Bao Abdiya Song Do Yauba Zijin and Junga Kono Nalong Doma Pyong Byo Mango Lio Yue Ado Yo Jo Lasso Mo Yue Shiko Man Shok Gado Jendi Atu Bawadu Sense Madwe Chiba Zedadi Myaswa Paya Myaswa Paya Sandu Sandu Sandu. 3 for training. 3 types of defilements. What's the main reason to practice meditation? The main reason to practice meditation is to realize Nibbāna, to free from all suffering, to free from all defilements. 3 types of defilements. Cross-violence defilements, arising defilements, latent defilements. 3 groups of defilements. In order to remove the defilement, firstly, we need to observe morality. For lay people, at least, need to observe 5 precepts. For yogi, meditator, can observe 8 precepts, 9 precepts, or 10 precepts. After that, can develop concentration in order to purify consciousness. Chitta Visuddhi. If you observe morality, you can purify morality, Sila Visuddhi. After that, you can develop concentration, Samadhi. 40 Samatha meditation. Among 40 Samatha meditation, you can choose any one. In our center, we start to teach beginner with Ānāpāna meditation. In order to purify the consciousness, at least you need to develop concentration to attain access concentration or absorption concentration. Now we have already explained Ānāpāna to 4 protective meditation, 4 protection meditation among 40 Samatha meditation subjects. After that, you can practice Vipassana meditation. Development of concentration, development of wisdom knowledges. In Samatha, there are 40 Samatha meditation subjects. For Vipassana, there are only 2 subjects of Vipassana meditation. Nama meditation, Rūpa meditation. In order to purify our view, Ditti Visuddhi, we need to understand ultimate mentality and ultimate materiality, Nama, Rūpa, 5 aggregates. These 5 aggregates are called the noble truth of suffering, Dukkha Satya. This is the first knowledge of Vipassana meditation. After that, you can practice dependent origination, Paticca Samuppada. In order to understand the second noble truth, the noble truth of origin of suffering, Samudaya Satya. These Dukkha Satya, mentality, materiality, 5 aggregate, and the cause of these 5 aggregate are the object of Vipassana meditation. Because of this, before you contemplate impermanence, suffering, and sub-nature of mentality, material, and their causes. Firstly, we need to understand the first knowledge of Vipassana meditation, mentality and materiality. And also to understand the noble truth of suffering. Secondly, you need to understand the cause of 5 aggregate and also to understand the second noble truth, the noble truth of origin of suffering. To realize Nibbāna, we need to understand 4 noble truths. At the beginning of Vipassana meditation, these 2 knowledges of Vipassana meditation, we need to understand. That's called Ñāṭa Pariññāna, the 4, the known 4 knowledges. Ñāṭa Pariññā, Tirana Pariññā, Pahana Pariññā. 3 groups of wisdom, 16 knowledges of Vipassana meditation. In order to get Nibbāna degree, firstly, you need to develop concentration. You need to observe morality, concentration. After that, you need to practice Vipassana meditation. So, we need to learn, we need to practice patiently. Like the school, and to get the degree, at least you need to spend the time 14 or 15 years. Now in meditation also now, you start to reach high school level. Vipassana meditation. Already finished primary, secondary. Now before you enter college or university, firstly, you need to learn high school level. Now Vipassana, at the beginning of Vipassana meditation, before contemplate impermanence, suffering, non-self, so you need to understand the knowledge, the object of Vipassana meditation. So today, I will continue to explain how to discern ultimate materiality, Rūpa meditation. In previous Dhamma talk, I have already mentioned 4 elements meditation. These 4 elements meditation in Samatha also need to practice to attain access concentration. When you start to practice Vipassana at the beginning of Vipassana also, before discern ultimate maturity, you need to discern these 4 elements meditation. These 4 elements meditation is the base of ultimate maturity. Because of this previous Dhamma talk, I have already explained how to practice, how to understand 4 elements meditation, 12 characteristics. Okay, in order to get the clear information, I will use a PowerPoint to explain. Okay, this is Ssati to see by your eye. Now you already finished to explain Samatha meditation. Previous Dhamma 4 elements meditation. So if you want to get the mentality, material definition knowledge, there are 4 stages to discern. Firstly, Rūpa parikaha, materiality apprehension. Arūpa parikaha, mentality apprehension. Rūpa parikaha, mentality and materiality apprehension. Nama Rūpa Vavodhana, mentality, materiality, resolution. To understand the first noble truth, the more noble truth of suffering, dukkha satya. So there are 4 stages to discern. Firstly, we need to discern Rūpa meditation, Rūpa parikaha, materiality apprehension. So now to discern ultimate materiality, you can see in this chart, need to discern the various types of kalapa. Each of the 6 to 42 parts of body, and discerning the various types of ultimate materiality of each types of kalapa. Today I will start to explain this Rūpa meditation, how to discern various types of kalapa in each of the 6 to. Okay, and then tonight, if I give all information for listener, may be complicated. So I will divide to explain about this Rūpa meditation. At the beginning, I thought that I want to explain until to finish Nama meditation. But only one Dhamma talk for the listener will be complicated. Not to be complicated, so I will divide to explain this Rūpa meditation. How to discern Rūpa kalapa. Here this is Samatha to Vipassana. These 4 elements meditation in Samatha also need to discern. 4 elements, 12 characteristics. Previous talk we had already mentioned. Earth elements, 6 characteristics. Hardness, roughness, heaviness, softness, smoothness, lightness. Water elements, flowing or cohesion. Fire elements, heat or cool. Wind element, supporting or pushing. 4 elements, 12 characteristics. Each way, 4. Need to discern the whole body. So if you discern the whole body, also you may see the light, the color from your body. So at that time, you may see Rūpa Kalapa. 4 elements, Rūpa Kalapa, need to discern. Each Kalapa also 4 elements, internally and externally. And the Mahāsripana Sutta, Kayanupassana, Satipatthana, also Buddha mentioned about these 4 elements meditating to discern internally and externally. After you are skillful to discern these 4 elements meditation, until to see the Rūpa Kalapa, each Kalapa also after you discern 4 elements, after that you can continue Rūpa meditation. Firstly, the first knowledge of Vipassana meditation, Nama, Rūpa, Paticcheda, Jnana, Mentality, Materiality, definition, knowledge. The second knowledge of Vipassana meditation called Paccaya Parikaha Jnana, cause, apprehending, knowledge. Dukkha Satya and Samudaya Satya. After that, Sammasana Jnana, that is Vipassana meditation, comprehension, knowledge. In this stage, you need to contemplate 3 characteristics: impermanence, suffering, non-self natures of these mentality, maturity, and their causes. If you contemplate Vipassana meditation, 3 characteristics, your Vipassana knowledge will be mature. Udapaya Jnana, Panga Jnana, Bhaya Jnana. So, until Vichakana Jnana. 16 knowledges of Vipassana meditation. That's the brief explanation. So our goals, of course, is to be able to know the force of these ultimate realities, Nibbāna. In the Abhidhamma Sangha, Buddha mentioned 4 ultimate reality. Tattha Vauddha Bidhamata Chatuddha Paramata Do Chaitam Chittasikam Rūpam Nibbāna Miti Sabada. In the Abhidhamma Sangha, Buddha explained 4 ultimate reality. Number 1, Chaita, consciousness. Number 2, Chittasika, mental fata. Rūpa, materiality. Nibbāna, Nibbāna. So in order to realize, in order to attain the 4th ultimate reality, Nibbāna, so firstly, we must be able to know the other 3. The other 3 mean consciousness, Chitta, mental fata, Chittasika, ultimate reality, Rūpa. Nama and Rūpa. Chitta, Chittasika are called Nama, ultimate mentality. Rūpa, ultimate materiality. So in the mentality, there are 4 aggregates. So perception, feeling is called Vedana Khanda. Perception, Sanya Khanda. Formation, contact, phasa. These are Sankhara Khanda. Consciousness, Vijnana Khanda. 4 aggregate. Rūpa, materiality, Rūpa Khanda. 5 aggregate. These 5 aggregates are called Dukkha Satya. This is the first noble truth of the noble truth of suffering. So in order to attain the 4th ultimate realities, at the beginning, we need to understand mentality, materiality. The 3 other ultimate reality: Chitta, consciousness, Chittasika, mental fata, and Rūpa, materiality. So when you want to practice ultimate materiality, you should understand 28 types of materiality. Among 28 types of materiality, there are 18 types of materiality. These materialities are called concrete materiality. Concrete materiality. 80 types of concrete materiality. What are 18? You can see great materiality, Maha Buddha, earth, water, fire, wind, Pathvi Dhatu, Abo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, Vayu Dhatu. 4 great materiality. We can say Pali Chatu Maha Buddha. Previous talk we have already explained Trikata rested 4 elements meditation. These 4 are the base of Rūpa meditation. 5 translucence, Pasada Rūpa. Translucent materiality. Eye translucent, ear translucent, nose translucent, tongue translucent, body translucent. Pali was say Chaku Pasada, Sota Pasada, Kana Pasada, Jiva Pasada, Kaya Pasada. 5 translucent. Feel materiality. Pali say Gochara Rūpa. Gochara Rūpa means color, sound, odor, flavor, tangible. Vana, Sada, Gandha, Rasa, Potapa. Potapa means Tejo, Vayu. Earth, fire, wind. Pathvi, Tejo, Vayu. These 3 elements are called tangible objects, already included in the 4 elements. So actually, Gochara Rūpa only have 4 color, sound, odor, flavor. But for tangible, earth, fire, wind. Pathvi, Tejo, Vayu. Such materiality. Such materiality means female such materiality. Male such materiality. Female such materiality is called 80 Bhava Rūpa. So male such materiality is called Purisa Bhava Rūpa. 80 Bhava Purisa Bhava. 16 base. Base means Vatu, heart materiality. Pali say Hadaya Rūpa. 70 life faculties. Jivi Te Dariya. 18 nutritive essence Oja. Altogether 18 types of concrete materiality. At the beginning, you need to understand these 80 types of concrete materiality to discern Rūpa meditation, to understand Rūpa meditation. Firstly, we need to learn theory. After that, we need to discern one by one practically to understand these 18 types of concrete materiality. After that, another 10 types of unconcrete materiality. Unconcrete materiality are Paricheda Rūpa. Paricheda Rūpa means space elements. Space elements called, we can say, Akasa Dhatu. Akasa Dhatu, these materials called Paricheda Rūpa, space elements. Body intimation, Kaya Vinyati. So, intimation materiality. There are 2 types of intimation materiality, body intimation, bhava intimation. Kaya Vinyati, Vachi Vinyati. So, by our body sign, you can understand. If we do like that, you understand our body are calling. So, by speak, bhava information. Now, because I explain, you can understand. That also intimation maturity. Vinyati Rūpa. Body intimation, bhava intimation. Pali say Kaya Vinyati, Vachi Vinyati. Chain maturity, Vikara Rūpa. The Pali say Vikara Rūpa. The meaning is chain maturity. Lightness, softness, weakness. Body intimation, bhava intimation. The Pali was Lahuda, Moruda, Kaminyata, Kaya Vinyati, Vachi Vinyati. For example, when you are walking, sometimes your body feel very light. So when your body very light, when the meditation, when you have the concentration, so you may feel very light. So in this stage, there includes Lahuda, Moruda, Kaminyata, lightness, softness, weakness. Bodily intimation, bhava intimation. Che maturity. Characteristic maturity. Lakhana Rūpa. 4 characteristics maturity: generation, continuity, aging, and permanence. Upachaya, sandati, jarata, anicchata. Okay, now by theory, now you already know there are 28 types of maturity, 18 types of concrete maturity, 10 types of unconcrete maturity. Okay, how to discern these maturity? Also, these maturity these 28 types of maturity. There are 4 causes. All maturities are made up of these 28 types of maturity. So we must learn these 28 types of maturity by heart. Okay, there are 18 types of concrete maturity, 10 types of unconcrete maturity. For maturity discernment, Rūpa Pariccheda stage. I have already explained there are 4 stages. Rūpa Parikkaha, discerning maturity. Nama Parikka, discerning mentality. Now the first stage, discerning maturity, Rūpa Pariccheda stage. You need to practice to understand all these 28 types. But you only need to discern the 18 types, concrete maturity, for the Vipassana stage. Starting from arising, perishing knowledge, the third knowledges of Vipassana meditation. When you do contemplation, nature, impermanence, suffering, and non-self, nature of mentality and maturity. In this stage, you need to discern all 28 types of maturity. At that time, you only need to discern 18 types of concrete maturity. Okay, but to understand ultimate maturity, we need to understand these all 28 types of maturity by theory and practically. There are no others maturity other than these 28 types of maturity. There are 4 causes of maturity. Karma-born maturity, Kamaja Rūpa. Among 28 types of maturity to explain, so some maturity are based by our past karma. That is called karma-born maturity. Pali was Kamaja Rūpa. Consciousness-born maturity. Some maturity are caused by our consciousness. That's called Chittaja Rūpa. For example, when you feel angry at the time, your appearance become ugly, your face may become red. These are caused by our consciousness. That's called consciousness-born maturity. We are burning, stretching, walking, standing, all are caused by our consciousness. If we want to walk in, so firstly, our mind arises. Because of mind arise, mind-born maturity produce the whole body. When you want to Bunny, you can bunny. When you want to stretching, you can stretching. When you want to stand, when you want to sit, when you want to lie down. All are based by our consciousness. So at the time, all material based by our consciousness for movement. That's called consciousness born materiality. Chitaja Rūpa. Some material are caused by temperature. Utuja Rūpa. Temperature born materiality. Sometimes you may feel hot. Sometimes you may feel cool. Okay, these are caused by temperature. That's temperature born materiality. So you can see the tree. All the trees are caused by this temperature. In this, that tree also materiality. The table, the computer, the iPhone, all are Utuja Rūpa. Our clothes, or our cupboard, or the buildings, or our temperature born material, mountain. These all are, we can say, temperature born materiality. Utuja Rūpa. Number 4, nutriment born materiality. Aharaja Rūpa. Some material are based by our nutriment. Okay, if you have the nutrition, your body feel very strong. Okay, your appearance are very clear, very bright, very energetic. So these are based by our nutriment. Since inside the mother womb, after mother eating, these are connected with the navel ropes of the mother. So this connect to the baby. Since at the time, you can get nutriment from the mother. So until now, some materials are based by nutrition, nutriment. These materials are called nutriment-born materiality, Aharaja Rūpa. So we need to understand 4 causes of materiality. Kamaja Rūpa, Chetaja Rūpa, Utuja Rūpa, Aharaja Rūpa. Kama-born materiality, consciousness-born materiality, temperature-born materiality, nutriment-born materiality. Later, you need to discern how to understand these karma-born materiality, consciousness-born materiality, temperature-born materiality, nutriment-born materiality. As mentioned, the materialities of our body is nothing except Rūpa Kalapa. And all Rūpa Kalapa have at least the basis 8 types of materiality. 8 types of materiality mean 4 great materiality: earth, water, fire, wind. These 3 were 4. Color, odor, flavor, and nutritive essence. At least 8 types of every kalapa, every particles, there are 8 types of basis, 8 types of materiality. The 8 nutritive essence maintain materiality, which is why when there is no longer nutritive essence, the materiality falls apart. So do you want to know the cause of the materiality? We must practice the 4 elements meditation, which you learned in the last lesson. Now we learn how to see the ultimate materiality. How to see ultimate materiality. Seeing the body translucent elements as one block. Continue to develop concentration on the 4 elements to reach essence concentration. You will see different kinds of light. I have already mentioned in samatha stages, any samatha meditation among 40 subjects, if you develop concentration, when your concentration strong enough, you may see different types of light. We can say Nibbāna, the science of concentration. 3 kinds of light, 3 types of light. As you continue to develop concentration, you may attain excess concentration. You may see different kinds of light. To some yogi, it is a smoky gray light. If you continue to concentrate on the 4 elements in that gray light, it will become whiter light cotton wool color. And your whole body will appear as a white ball. As you continue to concentrate on the 4 elements in the white color form, it will eventually become translucent like a block of ice or glass. Previous talk I have already explained in these 4 elements meditation. How to see Rūpa Kalapa? If you can concentrate continuously to discern the 4 elements in the translucent form for at least half an hour, then with the light, discern the speech elements in the translucent form by looking for small spaces in it. Just I mentioned among 28 types of material, space elements called Akasa Dhatu. Also we can say Paricheda Rūpa, space elements. So with the light, if you discern the space element in the translucent form, by looking for small spaces in it, you will now find that the translucent form breaks down into small particles. They are called Rūpa Kalapa. How to see ultimate maturity? Rūpa Kalapa, there are 2 groups. Translucent Rūpa Kalapa and non-translucent Kalapa. Translucent Kalapa and translucent Kalapa. So if you discern 4 elements meditation, and do ear dose, nose dose, tongue dose, or body dose. So if you discern, you may see Kalapa. Some are translucent, some are non-translucent. So these eye, ear, nose, tongue, or body translucent are translucent Rūpa Kalapa. Just now, among 28 types of material, that's called Pasada Rūpa. 5 translucent Kalapa. Eye translucent, ear translucent, nose translucent, tongue translucent, body translucent. All are 5 translucent. So all other types of Kalapa are untranslucent Rūpa Kalapa. You can see if you discern 4 elements in your eye, you may see small particle Kalapa. You may not see your eye, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body. On the sun 4 elements, you may not see your body, your eye, your ears, your nose, your tongue. In the science laboratory, you take the piece of your body, the piece of the wood, or the piece of animal flesh. If you put in the laboratory, so you may see also particle Kalapa. In the same way, when you discern your body, if you divide 4 elements, earth, water, fire, wind, the whole body, firstly you may see the light, gray color, white color, translucent. If you discern 4 elements again, you may see small particle Kalapa, the whole body. After that, so you should first discern the four elements: earth, water, fire, wind, of individual, translucent, and translucent Rūpa Kalapa. So when you discern your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, two by two. If you discern four elements, you may see translucent and translucent. In the translucent Rūpa Kalapa also, you need to discern four elements. And translucent Kalapa also, you need to discern four elements. You will find that the Rūpa Kalapa arise and perish very, very quickly. And you will not be able to analyze them because you still see them as small particles with size. Since you have not yet seen through the three kinds of compactness. Compactness means Gana. Three types of compactness. Three types of Gana. When you practice, when you want to understand ultimate materiality, you need to understand in the materiality there are three types of compactness, three types of Gana. For ultimate mentality, there are four types of compactness, four types of Gana. So in Rūpa meditation, mentality and materiality meditation, they only have three compactness. Three compactness means compactness of continuously. Continuously, that's called Santati Gana. Compactness of group. Compactness of group is mean Samuha Gana. And compactness of function, Kecha Gana. Santati Gana, Samuha Gana, Kecha Gana. Three types of Gana. Three types of compactness. So, since you have not yet seen through the three kinds of compactness Gana, so you are still in the realms of concept. You still see Rūpa Kalapa. You are still in the realms of concept vignati. And you have not arrived at ultimate truth, Paramattha Sajja. Paramattha Sajja. It is because you have not seen through the concept of group and shapes that the particles, that's the particle, the small lines, small particles still remain. If you do not go any further, but try to do Vipassana by contemplating the arising and perishing of those small particles, which are the Rūpa Kalapa, you will be trying to do Vipassana on concept. This is not real Vipassana. We can say artificial Vipassana. So you must analyze Rūpa Kalapa. You must analyze the Rūpa Kalapa further until you can see the elements in the single ones in order to reach ultimate realities. If because the arise and perishes very, very quickly, you are unable to discern four elements in single Rūpa Kalapa. Then ignore their arising and perishing. You need to ignore to discern arising and perishing. You should only concentrate on the four elements in single one. It is possible for you to do this because of the power of your concentration. Because of this, always before descent is mentality or materiality, you need to develop concentration. This concentration is very helpful to understand so different types of materiality and mentality. If you are still unsuccessful, you should concentrate on the earth elements. You should discern the earth elements. Alternately, you should discern these earth elements alternately in the whole body at once and in single Rūpa Kalapa. And do the same with the water, fire, and wind elements. You need to discern the four elements in a single translucent Rūpa Kalapa and a single and translucent one. One meditator from Italy, when he start to practice this Rūpa meditation based by four elements. At the beginning, he said that one day I only can see Rūpa Kalapa particle, but I do not understand how to analyze four elements in each Rūpa Kalapa. So I explained by theory way, he still not understand. So next time he discern again and again. At the time he said that each Rūpa Kalapa also he already understand how to discern the four elements. Because of this, we need to do, firstly, we need to discern four elements. After that, the four elements, the whole body. After that, you need to discern in the particle. By this way, when you become very skillful in the practice, you can see all four elements, each characteristic in Rūpa Kalapa at once. After you are able to see the four elements in a single translucent and a single and translucent Kalapa, it is the end of your samatha practice. Not only the end of samatha practice by discerning four elements meditation. Now we have to finish the samatha practice. I will teach you vipassana meditation. The first vipassana knowledge is ultimate maturity, mentality, maturity knowledge, nama rupa parichita. When you have succeeded, discern the four elements in a number of translucent and untranslucent Kalapa of the system base. The system base, I have already mentioned, eye base, ear base, nose, tongue, body base, heart base, and tongue. As mentioned before, translucent and translucent Rūpa Kalapa all comprise a base, 8 types of maturity. You will now have discerned the first 4 and should go on to discern the remaining 4 color, odor, flavor, and nutritive essence. But before proceedings, let us first to discuss the general procedure for discerning these 4 elements. The earth, water, fire, wind elements of Rūpa Kalapa, you know with mind consciousness alone. You only know mind consciousness. Mind consciousness alone. And you can know, for example, also the color, odor, flavor, and Rūpa Kalapa that way. But although it is easy to see color with a mind consciousness alone, it is difficult to see odor and flavor that way, because it is a lifelong habit to use the nose and tongue. Therefore, until your meditation has become strong and powerful, you use a nose or tongue consciousness to help you. We can then look at how you discern the color, odor, flavor, and nutritive essence in Rūpa Kalapa. Kala. Kala, Vana. The fifth type of materiality to be discerned is the object of sight, Rūpa Ramana, and is found in all Rūpa Kalapa. It is very easy to know with mind consciousness alone, because by seeing the Rūpa Kalapa, you have already seen Kala. Kala is always the color of something. The color of something, and that something is the four elements. So when you see the particle, you already see the color. You know color when you are able to see the Rūpa Kalapa. How you see odor? Odor, Kanda. The sixth type of materiality to be discerned is the object of smell, Kanda Ramana, and is also found in all Rūpa Kalapa, because it is lifelong habit to use the nose to smell with. You will in the beginning need nose consciousness to help you know aura with a mind consciousness. To do this, you need first to discern the materiality that the two types of consciousness depend on, namely the nose translucency and heart materiality. Having discerned the nose translucent, the nose door, and the heart materiality, the mind door, you can proceed to discern the odor of Rūpa Kalapa near the nose, Dake Kalapa. While you discern the translucent, you will see the odor impinged on the nose and mind door at the same time. By this way, not only in your nose, so in your eye door, ear door, the body door. Also, you can discern by this way to understand the odor, Rūpa Kanda, the smell. How to see flavor? Flavor means rasa. Rasa, flavor, is the seven types of materiality to discern. Is the object of taste, Kanda Ramana, and is also found in all Rūpa Kalapa. As with the nose, you will in the beginning need a tongue consciousness to enjoy tongue consciousness to help you to know flavor with the mind consciousness. And here too, you need first to discern materiality that the two types of consciousness depend on the tongue translucent and heart materiality. If you combine to discern, so tongue translucent and heart materiality together Having done that, you then discern the flavor of Rūpa kalapa. You can take a Rūpa kalapa from the saliva on your tongue. When you are eating, also you can discern by this way. When you understand your tongue do, and do, ear do, they also have each kalapa, they also have the flavor. By this way, you can discern every translucent or untranslucent kalapa or the flavor. How to see nutritive essence? Nutritive essence, oja, is the 8 types of maturity to discern. It is also found in all kalapa. Is my any Rūpa kalapa, and you will find nutritive essence, from which Rūpa kalapa are seen to multiply force again and again. Having now discerned the 8 base types of maturity that are found in Rūpa kalapa, you should try to discern the remaining 3 base types of maturity found in specific Rūpa kalapa, the life faculty, sash, and heart maturity. How you see life faculty and sash maturity. Life faculty, the Pali was called Jivi Tendriya. Life faculty, Jivi Tendriya maturity sustain only karma born maturity. These are based by our past life karma. Because of life faculties, these are based by our karma, we are still alive. Because of this life faculty, Jivi Tendriya Rūpa kalapa, which means it is found only there. Since, as explained earlier, all translucent Rūpa kalapa are karma born, it is easier for you to discern the life faculty first in the translucent Rūpa kalapa. Discern an Ānāpāna kalapa. Chakku Dasaka kalapa. That's called Ānāpāna kalapa. And see that the life faculty sustain the maturity of its own Rūpa kalapa only, not sustain the maturities of others. The Ānāpāna kalapa, Chakku Dasaka kalapa, consists of the following 10 types of maturity. 10 types of maturity. 10 types of maturity means earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, life faculties, and translucent. When you discern your endo, you may see translucent or untranslucent kalapa. When you see translucent kalapa, so that's called untranslucent. Some are body translucent. There are 10 types of maturity in your endo. 10 types of materials are earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence. 8 types of material and also life faculty and untranslucent. Altogether, 10 types of maturity. These 10 types of materials are called Ānāpāna kalapa, Chakku Dasaka kalapa. In your endo, if you discern some material, there are 10 types of material. These material are called untranslucent Rūpa kalapa. Some are body translucent kalapa. There are also 10 types of maturity. These are Abhidhamma terms. Some listener who already learned Abhidhamma, his explanation, they may understand quite easily. But at the beginning, you may a little bit complicated, but don't worry. Just basis understand. In your endo, when you discern, you may see Patika kalapa, translucent, and translucent. Translucent kalapa, firstly, you discern 4 elements. And translucent kalapa, you discern 4 elements. Ear to, nose to, tongue to, body to, say. So after that to understand, so the translucent kalapa, you are into, so at the time, altogether to understand 10 types of materiality, you are into, so you need to discern life faculty. Yes, I have already mentioned to you how to discern life faculties and Aintake kalapa. If you already see Ain translucent, you are into, there are 10 types of materiality. Earth, water, fire, wind, issue, four, color, odor, flavor, nutrient. At least every kalapa, there are 8 types of materiality. But some material is based by our karma, like the Ain translucent, there are 10 types of materiality. In your Aindo, you may see some translucent. These translucent are body translucent. These body translucent also, there are 10 types of material. These are based by our past life karma. So we can understand by this way. In your Aindo, some material, there are 8 types of materiality. For example, consciousness born materiality. There are 8 types of materiality. Temperature born materiality, there are also 8 types of materiality. Nutriment born materiality, there are also 8 types of materiality. So in our Ain translucent, there are 10 types of materiality. Body translucent, 10 types of materiality. Such materiality, there are also 10 types of materiality. Life faculty, Jividaniya Rūpa, there are 9 types of materiality. So if you develop concentration, if you discern one by one, so in your Aindo, you may understand by this way. Some materiality are 8 types, some are 9, some are 10 types of materiality, Rūpa, Kalapa. So then, you need also try to discern life faculties. Life faculties in and translucent Rūpa. So life faculties, some are translucent and translucent. So to understand the life faculty, you need to discern life faculty in and translucent Rūpa Kalapa. So the body has 3 types of and translucent Rūpa Kalapa. 3 types of and translucent Rūpa Kalapa with life faculty maturity. These are Hadaya, Dasaka, Kalapa. Hadaya is the heart. Dasaka, decade. Kalapa, particle. Hadaya, Dasaka, Kalapa, heart, decade, Kalapa. Such decade Kalapa, base, Dasaka, Kalapa. Life, Nani Kalapa, Jivita, Navaka, Kalapa. Okay, so the body has 3 types of and translucent Rūpa Kalapa with life faculty maturity. At the beginning, you may complicate that a bit, but don't worry. Later, when you discern, when you practice, you may understand. So you can read. Later, you can read. You can practice. You may understand easily. At the beginning, some uses you are not very used to hear. Also, this for the beginner may complicate it a little bit, but no problem. Just generally you understand. Okay, later you can listen to the Dhammasāra, you can read the book. You may understand how to understand theory and practically. Generally, you just memorize. You just try to understand. In your Aindo, you may see translucent and translucent. Okay, ear to, nose to, tongue to, body to. In your Aindo, some material based by our karma, some are based by the mind, consciousness, some are based by our temperature, some are based by nutriment. Aindo, ear to, nose to, tongue to, 4 causes of maturity. Even I know some maturity are 8 types of maturity, some are 9 types of maturity, some are 10 types of maturity. So here, heart-based maturity, heart kalapa. These are Hariyavatu. Just in the 28th maturity, they are mentioned heart-based maturity, Hariyavatu Rūpa. There are 10 types of maturity. These are based by our karma. Okay. If our karma stays support, our heart may stay working. If karma not support already, your heart may stop. So at the time you may die. These are based by our karma. Such kalapa. So some are female, male. These are based by our karma. When they become the female, some are female. These such maturity, there are 10 types of maturity. That's called such kalapa. It's also based by our past life karma. Life nane kalapa, jivita navaka kalapa. That also we can say digestive fire. You may think that if digestive fire only arises in our stomach. Actually not. This life nane kalapa exists the whole our body. So that's called Jivita Navaka Kalapa, life Nane Kalapa. So heart Deke Kalapa, 10 types of maturity means earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, life faculties, and heart maturity. 10 types of maturity in this Hadaya Dasaka Kalapa, heart based maturity kalapa. Such Deke kalapa, through the body, it consists of the following 10 types of maturity: earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence. At the anti-nutritive essence, every maturity, there are 8 types of maturity. For such Deke kalapa, heart Deke kalapa, so life Deke kalapa, they have another life faculty. Okay, only different for the heart kalapa. So the 10 maturity is called heart maturity. For such kalapa, they are only different such maturity. The other 9 kalapa are same. The other 9 maturity are same. Here, love, life, nane kalapa. There are 9 types of maturity. 9 types of maturity mean earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, life faculty. There are 9 types of maturity. That's called life nane kalapa. It is easiest first to discern the life faculty of either a life nane kalapa or such Deke kalapa. To take the two Rūpa kalapa apart, you try to find such maturity, bhava, Rūpa. Just now, you discern the life faculty in a translucent Rūpa kalapa of the eyes. So you look again in the eyes to discern. When you discern 4 elements, you may see translucent and untranslucent. So in the eye, you need to discern untranslucent Rūpa kalapa with the life faculty. Since life nane kalapa and such Deke kalapa are found in all 6 sense organs, it will be either one. If it has the such maturity, it is a such Deke kalapa. If no, it is a life nane kalapa. In this case, discern another untranslucent kalapa until you discern the such maturity. And then try to find it in a Rūpa kalapa of also the ear, nose, tongue, body, and heart. The last one, how to discern, how to see heart maturity. To discern and translucent Rūpa Kalapa of the heart, you concentrate again on the bright, luminous Mandu. That's called Bhavanka. These Bhavanka are based by your consciousness. Ānāpāna, Bhavankanti, Ssati. Mandu is called Bhavanka. Hindu, ear to, tongue to, nose to, body to, mind to. So in the Bidamata Sangha, this Mandu is called Bhavanka. This based by your consciousness. To see it very clearly, wiggle your finger and see the consciousness that want to wiggle the finger. Then try to discern how the Bhavanka arises, depend on the heartbeat, the untranslucent heart kalapa. You should be able to find them in the lower part of the Bhavanka. Hariya Vetu Rūpa. Here just now I already mentioned your eye to, ear to, nose to, tongue to. So there are 63 altogether, 63 types of materiality combined in your eye to. Here just now I already explained eye translucent. Okay, eye kalapa. Here types. Eye kalapa, body kalapa, size kalapa, life nane kalapa, hotet kalapa. Eye kalapa means earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive, life faculty. Eye translucent. These are base your indoors. Here body translucent. Body, Take Kalapa, earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, life faculty, body translucent. Because of this, in your eye, sometimes you may see eye translucent. You may see translucent Kalapa. Some translucent Kalapa are eye translucent Kalapa. Some are body translucent Kalapa. How to differentiate? Next Dhamma I will explain to you how to understand your eye whether this particle is eye translucent or body translucent. They have the way how to differentiate. Such materiality, just now already mentioned, earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutrient, life faculty, such materiality. These are called such Take Kalapa. Okay. Here, life Nane Kalapa, 9 types of materiality. Earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, life faculties. Here, some are based your mind. That's called Chitaja Rūpa, caused by our mind. There are 8 types of material: earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence. Some material are caused by the temperature. There are also 8 types of material: earth, water, fire, wind, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence. Some material are caused by our nutriment. Nutriment material in our indoors. There are also 8 types of material. Earth elements to nutritive essence. Altogether, your indoor, ear to, nose to, tongue to, there are 63 altogether, 63 types of material. Some material are based by your karma. That's called Kamacha Rūpa. So in your indoor, there are 39 types of karma-born materiality, 8 types of mind-born materiality, 8 types of temperature-born material, 8 types of nutriment-born material. So in your indoor, there are 63 types of materiality. In your ear door, you only different ear translucent. Here in your eye door, you may see eye translucent. For your ear, 10 types of material, ear translucent. body translucent, such materiality, life faculty, mind bone material, temperature bone materiality. And so, endo, ear do, nose to, tongue to, all are 63 types of materiality. For your body, base materiality of the body, there are only 53 types of materiality. Some material based by the karma, body translucent, such materiality, life faculty. 29 types of karma born materiality in your body, 8 types of mind born materiality, 8 types of temperature born materiality, 8 types of nutriment born materiality. Altogether, 53 types of materiality in our body. Okay, tonight. Maybe that's enough, huh? Now already 8:22. Huh?
Yes,
8 o'clock, 22 minutes. Also a little bit complicated. And okay, no problem. Next tomorrow I will explain again to understand more clear, huh? More information, more detail. Huh? Now already complicated because of some are beginning to listen. Huh? We also say when we are start to reach power, although we already learn a bit more. In this practicing the way, a little bit complicated to understand. But we need to listen again and again, repeat again and again, we read again and again, or later we understand. At the beginning, a little bit also, and then a little bit long also. No problem, only understand. You need to know there are 28 types of material. Some are caused by our karma. Some material are caused by the mind. Some are temperature, some are nutriment. Endo, ear to, nose to, tongue to, body to. In your endo, generally you just memorize there are altogether 63 types of material. Ear to, nose to, tongue to. Body to, there are 53 types of material. All are caused by the 4 causes of material. Kamaja Rūpa, Chikja Rūpa, Utuja Rūpa, Haraja Rūpa. Another is you can memorize 80 types of material, 10 types of unconcrete material. Altogether, 28 types of material. Generally, if you understand this, quite enough. Huh? When you practice, you may understand more clearly.
Okay, Bhante. Thank you very much, Bhante. Yeah, now it's 8:23 at Batam, 9:23 in Singapore. Maybe if there's any question, we can have 10 minutes.
Okay.
To ask Bhante question. Any question? Okay. Bhante, can I suggest that because I remember there are a lot of tables of this about this Rūpa in the other Sadoji's book, The Only Way for the Realization of Nibbāna. If anyone interested to know to revise, can look at the table. Bhante also shown on the screen just now. In that book, Sadoji has listed. Yeah.
The Noyan Sin also have the information. Huh?
Yes, yes. But I think I remember the only way for the realization of Nibbāna, there are a lot of tables. Yeah, a lot of tables.
Also simple. Huh?
Yeah.
Now my explanation is for the beginner, if they want to know how empower meditation and how they are teaching. Now because I explain like that later, when you listen or when you reading, you may understand more easily. Huh? Because you already know which part. Huh? Which part is samatha and where vipassana, what we need to do. At the time, you may understand more easily when you are reading and listen.
Bhante, I have a question first. Bhante mentioned about discerning the materiality in the eye door. So there are translucent and untranslucent Rūpa in the eye door. Bhante, I just want to know, the eye door is only a very small portion in the eyes, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, true. Not the whole eye.
Not the whole eyes, huh?
Yeah. In your eye, you will see very small eye cycle. Huh?
Yeah.
So inside there.
Only the area has the eye translucency.
Yeah, eye translucent. Yeah.
So other part of the eyes, we cannot find the
other parts of the eyes are maybe body translucent.
body translucency. Yeah.
Even inside this eye translucent, some are also body translucent also include.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So same as the heart base, right? It's only the pool of blood that you can find the heart translucent, the mind translucency. Is it correct?
From there only. Yeah. True.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Bhante.
Not the whole heart.
Oh,
the whole heart are only body translucent.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Bhante.
Okay, today you have already accumulated many wholesome kusala merits and dana, charity, sila, morality, bhavana, meditation, lesson Dhammasāra. We are which are volunteer service for this Dhammasāra. So you can make the wishes that may these wholesome kusala merits be the main cause to attain Nibbāna in this very life. So in order to be successful in your daily life and meditation practice, I would like to recite the Jaya Mangala Gatha for my Dhammasāra conclusion. Jayando Bodhiya Mule Sajananandi Vadano Ewa Mewa Jayo Hodu Jayasu Jaya Mangale Sajanan Sagiwe Memyudui Nandi Vadano Sinalongo Shin Byosita Tayam Yadi Bodhiya Bodhi Be Mule Nida Queen Pyadi Abarajika Balentanai Jayando Mangambago Ao Mien Lebi Dagedo Ewa Mewa Ewan Data Pamata Yuto Adu Dedo Magan Ang Sidi Myodo the Ken Payashimbo Chilenyonu Shiu Banja Den Diana Breda Bamburo Gondua Chayo Jade Ken Ken Bizonya Jindi Otu Ocha Madwe Pipavi Chaya Mangale Biyan Shankwa Aung Yen Shima Mingala Yao Dedo Magan Ang Sidi Myodo the Ken Payashimbo Chilenyonu Shiu Banja Dembreda Bom Duro Gondo A Jaya Su Jadirago Nizindu Yue Kaung Yu Pisi Aung Yen Naya Vaziko Nadi Sadhu Sadhu to share a meditation on all of your tummy. Edawaracha ambehi
Edawatacha amhehi
Sambadang punya sambadang
Sambadang punya sambadang
Sabbe dewa anumodantu
Sabbe dewa anumodantu
Sabbe buddha anumodantu
Sabbe Buddha anumodantu
Sabbe saddha anumodantu
Sabbe satta anumodantu
Sabba sampati siddhiya
Sabba sambati siddhiya
Idhamme nyatinang hotu
Idame nyatinang hotu
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Idhamme nyatinang hotu
Idame nyatinang hotu
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Idhamme nyatinang hotu
Idame nyatinang hotu
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Sukhita hontu nyatayo
Idhamme punyang
Idame punyang
Asawakayang
Asawakaya
Wahang hotu
Wahang hotu
Idhamme punyang
Idame punyang
Nibbānasa
Nibbānasa
Pachayo hotu
Pachayo hotu
Mama punya bagang
Mama punya bagang
Sabba sadhana
Sabba satanang
Pachimi
Pachimi
Desabe
Esape
Esama
Mesamang
Punya bagang
Punya bagang
Labantu
Labantu
Sadhu
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 Sukhi hotu Nibbānasa Pachayo hotu